You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.
Check one, base. Hopefully you can hear me. This is Captain Jack, and this is You Don't Know Jack About Sports. I'd like to thank all those that are here. Excuse me. I'd like to thank all those that were actually worried about me because I haven't been on for a couple days, and I want to firmly thank American Airlines for causing me to have an additional, let me see, how many more dollars did I spend because of their F up? And of course you can't get anything from them because it's a weather issue, which is a crock of crap. So an extra 3 days of hotel stays, an extra money out of my pocket, food and whatnot. You know, actually, I was looking at the numbers. I had like 40 people watching at one time. Now it's down to 9. That's okay. I want to thank everybody for being here. If you are on Facebook, I still can't reply. So I ask you to please come over to YouTube. I say that all the time anyway. But when I post things, it won't go to Facebook because I'm in Facebook jail again, still. Meta, when that comes out. Hi, Kelly. Yes, you can come aboard. Good to see you. Hey, Kelly, I saw that you were in a relationship now. Congratulations on that. So again, thanks for everybody being here. Please go to YouTube. Hot Neil is here. Unknown Raider guy, Raider Jason. Thank you for being here. Xavier's in the house. And Sean, thank you for being here as well. I'm reading some of the comments. Jeff Arguello, permission to come aboard. The SS Autumn Wind is granted. Aaron Cortez, good to see you. And again, so if you're on Facebook, I ask you, please, I can see the comment, but I don't know who you are. It says Facebook user. Can you see me? That's another reason why. Because on Facebook, on my profile, if you're watching the show, I don't even know if it's on. I really don't. I don't even know if it's on my profile. But if it is on my profile, I can't see your comments here. I can see comments from the two Facebook. I think it's my page and the Galleon page and the personality page, but I can't see your comments from other things. Please, you're restricted, Alan. Okay, you're restricted. Okay, hi, Alan. Turned out not to be a good guy. All he was interested in was money. I blocked. Okay, good. Kelly, you don't need people like that. You don't need people like that. And yeah, Doc Burdett, thank you for coming in here. See, it says, see, I'll show you what it says. See where it says Facebook user hi. If you from OR, oh, okay, oh, so it's Alan for. See, that's the other thing, because again, it restricts, and there's different things on Facebook. Please come over to YouTube. Alan, okay, and Alan Sensman, good to see you there, sir. I know who it is. And Kelly, you don't need people that are users. So screw him. Jeff, I am planning to be in New York next game. This time I plan to take JetBlue because I have points with JetBlue I need to use, and I've been screwed with Southwest. Although I think they're finally getting their crap together. It's about the vax issue, because pilots are taking their sick days because they don't want to get fired, or they don't want to have all those days on the books, so they're taking sick days before they get fired. So that's it. I understand it. I don't agree with it, because you screw a bunch of people. Oh, and I did enjoy the game for sure, Sean. And what's up to you, Alex? Good to see you. Yeah, I know. Hey, Kelly, you're awesome. You're awesome. Don't ever sell yourself short. Yeah, Captain, I'm in Facebook jail. So again, if you want to call, and Hot Neil actually, I'm going to be selective with who I put on. So no offense. I hope you're well. I really do. I hope you're well. But there's a lot going on. So if you want to come into the show, and I'm going to prove it to you as well. I can't take a screenshot, but I'm going to. If you want to come into the show, I'm going to put the link here. Okay, and put the link there, and it's not going to post to Facebook. Yeah, see, I can't post to Northeast Streaming Sports on Facebook. I can't post to any of my Facebook sites. So please come over to YouTube. Good to see you in good health. The audio on Facebook blows. Looks like you got a trim. Yeah, I trimmed up my beard. Versace will become our permanent head coach. He might become our permanent head coach. He's coached well, and we saw how messed up Gruden's play calling was. We saw it, because with the same personnel, we've actually had some drives, and Greg, this is something you would never hear me say otherwise. Alan, if you go to the YouTube feed and then you post the YouTube feed, then you can post it to ORN. It's one of those things. And I see Xavier is using some light tonight because he's in his car, I think. You're still in your car, right? Yeah. He's waving. He's in his car. I told him, I said, dude, get some friggin' light. He's laughing. I'm gonna put Xavier on, okay? Because it's been a while, and it's good talking to Xavier.
Hey, Captain.
Xavier, how you doing, brother? Good.
I'm
What's
doing
going
good.
on?
This is
Man?
my computer. That's why there's this much light.
Hey, well, it's at least I can see you. The last couple times,
Yeah, at least you can see me.
right? The last couple times, it was just a blob of semi-blackness next to a bunch of blackness, which was horrible. So, I got to move you because you're in my spot. I'm playing Sheldon. You know, I had the captain in the corner. You're in my spot. So, yeah, I had to move you. So, and I see a bunch of Gabe Ramirez. Thank you for being there. Valerie Lynn, thank you for being here as well. Raphael, I see you. You'll be next, shipmate. It's good to see Raphael in here. Xavier, what's up, brother? Talk to me.
It's been a while. Last time we talked, the Red Sox were up. Red Sox were beating the Astros by the Braves by 1 game, and then I guess we made it.
It has
I predicted it right.
It has been a while. You predicted that the Red Sox would beat the Rays.
Yep, and then we lost to the Astros.
And then you lost to the Astros. So who do you think is going to win the series, though?
Braves in 6.
Braves in 6. I don't like that prediction because I can't stand the Braves.
I don't like the Astros or the Braves, but I had to pick the Braves because of the Astros.
Okay. Well, the reason why, yeah, Angie, I did here. This is the thought of the day. You know what? Holy shnikes! You made it back home. Yeah, finally made it back home. Jimmy Farrell said Braves in 5. X says Braves in 6. I mean, we'll see. I mean, again, I can't root for the Braves because I'm a Phillies fan.
Yeah, I understand. But I can't root for the Astros because of what just happened.
Yeah, well, of course, because they beat your Sox.
Yep.
So what's the big world? Okay, it's a Thursday, so all sports are open. You can talk hockey, you can talk basketball. I haven't been keeping up on basketball. I know I saw that the Celtics played the other night. I don't even know who won. I don't care. I tell you, I don't care about basketball till like late May and early June.
Yep.
I don't even watch basketball, even on accident, until Christmas Day.
Yeah. I try to watch basketball, but it's like hard.
Yeah. So what are your big thoughts? What's I told you Mac Jones would be a good quarterback for the Patriots.
You were right.
I tell you.
I'm trying to think of a hot take I can say because college basketball is coming up soon. I'm trying to think of a college basketball hot. Well, I know. UNC will win the national championship.
I like that. I like UNC. If my Gators can't be in it, I've always liked North Carolina ever since the days of it was Dean Smith. And then it was the guy that came over from Kansas that took over for Dean Smith. I've always liked the Tar Heels. I don't know why, I just always have.
I just said UNC because I know my team's not going to make it. So
who's your team?
Xavier University.
Yeah, there's no bias there.
Definitely not no bias.
Yeah, there's no bias. I thought you would be like a Boston College guy.
I'm not really a Boston College fan. I'll watch them like sometimes, but I really don't like them that much.
Okay. And yeah, see, and even Jimmy Farrell was talking about Penn State because he said that he's a Penn State fan. Valerie can't do baseball or basketball. I can only watch football and the USC and okay, Valerie, that's fine. And this is why I love Angie because she's a Gator like me. Although I got to work on Saturday to make up for the time that they're allowing me to work, which is nice. So I'm gonna miss the Florida Georgia game because You know how they have like these contracts with some was it DirecTV, and then the other one. What's
Yeah.
the other one? Well, CBS on the other not DirecTV with the other one that does it. I can't remember. They don't have CBS because there's a contract dispute with Tegna, so I can't watch the Gators when I'm at work. So I'll have to actually listen to them on a radio feed while I'm at work on Saturday.
Yeah.
So we'll see that. So your hot take is UNC wins the national championship.
Yeah, I'm predicting it in October, which is the weird part because college basketball hasn't even started.
Okay. Well, I'm going to write that. I mean,
If they win the national championship, I'm gonna be so happy.
I'm writing it here. You see?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll kind of remember. If you remind me, I will say yes, you did October.
I'll probably tweet it out on Twitter just so I can remember.
Okay. Okay.
That's my pinned tweet just so I can remember.
Now, do like you said, now I asked you before, and you're still high on the Patriots making the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I think we can still make the playoffs, like the 7th seed. I think we can make it.
Okay. So I'm going to write that as well. Xavier, I'm going to put Raphael on. It is good seeing you. Thank you for shining light on your face.
I would have had my flash on, so it'd be like this.
Yeah, that's a little
bright.
That's a little, but no,
Yeah,
that's good right there. That's good right there. So, well, and again, what we want is the Patriots to beat the Chargers this week.
Yes, we want the Patriots to beat the Chargers. Let's go Patriots.
Very few times you'll ever hear me say "Go Pats," but I will this weekend. Hey, Xavier, you take care. Say hi to the family, and if I ever get up to Boston, I want to see a game in Fenway. Fenway.
Yeah, I'm planning on going to a game in Fenway as well. I don't know which game though.
Okay, let's try to plan that. If I'm still alive, because I've been to Wrigley. I wanted to go to Chavez to see the Dodgers play. It didn't happen this year, but I want to go to Fenway to see the Monster.
Yeah, it'll be my first actual MLB game. I'll go to a Red Sox game.
Well, let's try to do one if we can.
Yeah.
All right. Xavier, you take care, shipmate. Good hearing from you, brother.
Thanks for having me. Always good talking to you.
Hey, thanks again, man. Always good hearing from you as well, brother.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace out. That was Xavier. Good hearing from him. And Valerie Wood, Valerie say? Yeah, definitely need the Pats to beat the Chargers. I agree, Valerie. And we need to write that down. Write down what? What? Why I adore you? Because you're a Gator. You're a Gator. And we both hate the princess. Okay. So speaking of princesses, not that that's a segue. Not that that's a segue. We're talking about he who shall not be named that plays for the fake Pirates. Because Angie and I both hate the quarterback for the local team. Even though she's a and I'll say for her, she's a Buccaneers fan. But she don't like the quarterback either, so that's why we get along. And she's also a Gator like me. Oh, we're going to write that. Oh, this is why we're going to write that down, because I said go Pats. Very few times I say go Pats. So we'll say that. Raphael.
Hello, Captain Jack. I'm so glad to see you come back. Well, it was like a tough game between Philadelphia Eagles versus Las Vegas Raiders, but it was so good.
It was a great game.
Yes, it is. But right now, I'm going to talk about the Carolina Panthers, because right now they had to face against Atlanta Falcons, because right now they have 4 losses in a row. I mean, it happens. Well, when you go undefeated with 3-0, like 3 wins, we were down to 3 and 4 losses. So it's just like those fans are really good, but I don't think it's gonna be like able to go to be the contenders. But I'm gonna guess that there's a hot take. The Arizona Cardinals are strong contenders to go to the Super Bowl.
Okay. I mean, I get you. And the reason why I say that is they're 7-0, Raphael. That's not really a hot take now. I mean, it would have
Well,
been
it's
a hot
not
take.
really, but it's not
It
really.
would have
But
been a
well,
hot take at the beginning of the season when they were 0-0.
mm-hmm.
But now you're like a and I'm not saying you're a bandwagon jumper because you're a good kid.
Okay.
You're not a
Oh
band
yes.
because you stuck with your Panthers. So I'll say
Oh
that.
yes. Yes, I'm stuck with the Carolina Panthers, and well, this is gonna be incredible. But I gotta say it. During my live stream on Captain's Corner, I had lots of love on the Las Vegas Raiders because, well, of you, Audrey Daniel, and well, they just sent me like congratulations, keep up your good work, and wow, that was like an amazing because they just sent me love, not only the Las Vegas Raiders fans, Philadelphia Eagles fans, Carolina Panthers fans, New York Giants fans, and also
Nice.
the Cowboys fans. But well, it's like well, it's like happening right now because right now, as you told me, that one day I can go bigger than that one because right now I'm just a journalist with Asperger's syndrome and I will do better because not only I'm talking about the baseball, basketball, football, also soccer, mixed martial arts, karate, and also wrestling, but I just love the fact that I just love to talk the sports unfiltered, and I'm not gonna tell the F word because right now we're the first hour, but well, this is unbelievable.
Yeah. No, no, and I like being clean. And it's been a while, and I'm happy. And I'll
Mhm.
admit it when I do my shows when I'm very pissed off. There's a lot more f words out there.
Yes.
There's a lot more f words out there. And say Daniel's on here. Good to see you as well. There, Daniel too.
Hello, Daniel.
There
I'm
you
in the
go.
dark side. I'm
He
in
is.
the dark side, just like Anakin Skywalker from
There you
Star
go.
Wars.
You are. Yeah, you are Anakin. And like I said, you now the one thing I like you're going to stick with your Panthers, but your Raiders are your number 2 team.
Yes.
There you go. I like that, and that's there's a lot of people that are like that. They say
Yeah, there's.
I'm an X fan, but I like the Raiders second.
Oh yes, yes it is. Yes it is because right now I'm gonna stick to the Carolina Panthers, and right now this is gonna be awesome because that was the team that makes me love when I was beginning to to starting with the new life in Charlotte, North Carolina, since February 2018, and this is wow, this is gonna be amazing because it was 2019, and I just saw those players like Christian McCaffrey, Luke Kuechly, and well, Cam Newton was there, and that was the team that makes me that makes me feel alive. And also, I just got NFL fans around the love, and I just saw that I just learned about that a little bit, but it happens. It happens so fast, and I guarantee there's much love in the football.
Yeah, there you go. And Raphael, do me a favor because Jimmy's girlfriend's birthday is tomorrow. So now you do it in Spanish? Can you sing this song in Spanish? And then
Oh, okay, okay,
I'll sing it after you. You sing the Spanish version, and I'll sing Happy Birthday after you. Go ahead in Spanish.
okay. Cumpleaños feliz, te deseamos a ti. Cumpleaños, James, girlfriend. Cumpleaños feliz.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, James' awesome, beautiful girlfriend. Happy birthday to you. There you go. That was
There you
great.
go.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes,
Woo!
it is.
Whenever I do high notes, I do this. Like when I sing high notes, I tear. So,
Sometimes I do high notes, but sometimes I don't. But well, it happens.
Fran. Her name was Fran. So happy birthday, Fran.
Francis.
Yeah, Fran. There you go. Okay.
Happy birthday, friend. Feliz cumpleaños, friend.
Feliz cumpleaños por a mí y mi amigo Rafael Chacon.
Yes.
There you go. So that's for you, Fran. And Rafael, I need to know. I said who now the Panthers, you said 4 games losing. Who do they play
Yes.
this week?
Right now, they're gonna face against Atlanta Falcons, which is our away game, and the another week is gonna face against the New England Patriots at home at the Bank of America Stadium.
Okay. So who do you got in those games?
It's really tough because right now I can see that this is gonna be an upset game for the Carolina Panthers because right now against the Atlanta Falcons that will be upset because if Sam Darnold Sr. goes right here, there's another option for the quarterback, which is PJ Walker.
Okay. Well, before you go, because I normally have you on together.
Yes, it is.
If I can get him on screen, he was there. Now he's not there. I was going to bring you on with Daniel, but Daniel was here and then he walked away. So I'm not going to show you a picture of his kitchen, so we missed it. But Rafael, thank you for coming in, brother. It's always good to see you. Oh, here he is. So I can get him to the screen right now. So there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna put.
Hey, Skipper.
How you doing? I'm gonna move. There you go. I had to move him. So I got you and Rafael on screen like I almost always do.
And
Yes, it is.
Raphael. I like hanging out with Raphael. Raphael's the man.
Yeah, Rafael's a good kid.
Yes.
And I don't mean that in a bad way, Rafael. So I know you're in your 20s, but to me, that's still a kid.
Well,
almost
yeah,
30, almost 30, because I'm 28 years old.
Okay.
I'm 28 years old. I'm almost in my 30, but well. Oh, there was a comment right here. The writer critic, do you miss Cam Newton? Well, absolutely. But well, I don't think it's going to be like a shocking moment for the Carolina Panthers, but we missed them.
Okay, so Dave, what was his name? His girlfriend, Fran?
Yeah, Jimmy Farrell. Jimmy Farrell.
Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Fran! Happy birthday, baby! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, Fran! Happy birthday, baby, to you! That motherfucker better buy you flowers or it's all through.
And at the 29-minute, 33-second mark, we get our first fair word of the evening.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh my God. This is amazing.
It is blues. Okay.
It is.
Sorry, Skipper. I won't cuss again, but it rhymed. And I had to use it. James.
And he did.
Tell Fran happy birthday from all of us. You better treat her right.
Yeah, she does. Rafael, thanks again there, brother. I'm gonna go up with OG, but thanks for coming in, brother.
Yo, Rafael.
Yes.
Love your show, bro. I loved appearing on it the other night, man. It was fun.
Oh, yes. And I'm really sure, well, the captain and OG then will appear at my show, Captain's Corner. El Capitán se despide. So have a good night, gentlemen.
You
and
better
I'm
appear
here.
on mine. You better appear on mine.
Oh, yes, sir. And welcome. I'm here to the dark side like Star Wars. And I'll bring it.
Rafael, you take care, brother.
Rafael.
Yes. Tell me.
Welcome to the dark side.
There you go. All right. Take care, bud.
Thank you.
Hey, Skipper.
Hey, bud.
How you doing, man? Hey, I
man.
missed you all week. I knew you had flight travel issues and stuff like that, but bro,
Oh my God.
that's insane.
Yeah,
Like,
I need to do what like a GoFundMe.
get a private plane.
Yeah. I need to do a GoFundMe and then or get an OnlyFans.
Okay,
And
so let's get an OnlyFans together where the skipper will get naked and let's get him a private jet.
if I get naked on OnlyFans,
In bankruptcy.
I will have negative. I will have negative. People will say you owe me money for watching you be naked.
Yeah, Captain's gonna file for bankruptcy, but no, let's get him a private jet. Come on, let's try.
We need to do that as well. So again, we got Scream in here. Thank you. We got Scream. So we do got some people in here tonight. Good to see you, Scream. So and again, Daniel and I were going to do a show the other night, but there was a disconnect on different things. I wasn't able to even do anything because I didn't have like access to anything.
That's all right, because you know what? Without you, there ain't no show. Point blank, period. It's me and you. Okay? Right. If that show ain't got you, we don't have a show. Point blank, period. I can let it wait a week or two.
Yeah. Okay. We got that. So again, Shipmate, your thoughts on that convincing win on Sunday. And by the way, folks, I'm going to say this. Don't get mad at me, but Sunday we have a bye. And because the Raiders are taking Sunday off, I am too. So I'm gonna do this show Thursday. I'm gonna do my Captain and Winter show on Tuesday. And if OG and I can figure out when we'll do the next Chronicles show, we'll do that. That will be upcoming. But I'm not doing one Sunday because I'm taking the day off.
Well, I'll find out tonight, but realistically, the Chronicles of the Black Hole is my channel. But the show Chronicles of the Black Hole is us, bro. If you ain't there, I ain't doing it. And point blank, we are the historian nightmare of the Raiders channel. Let me tell you what. There's a guy out there there's a couple guys out there who do historian stuff. And they are the Jedis of historian stuff. We're the Siths. We're the pirates. Like, no, man, we're gonna tell you that clean, beautiful, pretty story interpretation. We're gonna tell you the dirty rumors behind that stuff. We're gonna tell you the truth.
Right. So I gotta ask, like I said, give me your impressions of the Eagles game, and I'll be honest. First, when I walked into the stadium, and I knew that there was going to be a lot of Philadelphia fans there, and there was, just like there was with the Bears. But and then when they went up 7-0, I was like, oh my God. Why do we have to see this again? But then the Raiders went and scored 30 points in a row? And it felt good. It felt good to finally be, and even though they scored some points for garbage, the game was really over when we knew we were up by like 3 scores.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Not being at the stadium, watching the game, the Eagles came out with their scripted attack, 15 plays or whatever. They got their nut. Then we went out and moved down the field and threw an interception. And then our defense stopped them. And then we ran it up on them. And by the third quarter, the Eagles fans, the 25% or 30% of the Eagles fans who occupied the stadium, they knew it was coming. We ran it up to a point where it's like, okay, it's the fourth quarter. We went conservative. I honestly believe that we're doing that to prevent injuries. And they can come back with their garbage points all they want, but that's all it's going to be is garbage points. Now, is that a dangerous game to play? Absolutely. We need to keep running it until there's only 7.5 minutes, not 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. But by the time it was all said and done, it was like, yeah, okay, you weren't even close. We beat you 34-7 or 33-7. The crap you ran up afterwards was like, yeah, whatever. Okay. We did that to the Broncos too. We got conservative in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
I think we're doing it to prevent injuries. Okay. Like telling them back off a little bit. They can do whatever they want. They're never going to catch up because we're so far ahead. Well, that's great. But at a certain point, we go up against a good team. We're going to get burned for that.
Right. And see, I'm glad you said that, because here's another thing that people need to be thinking about. And I hate saying it, and I'm not bringing it up just because I'm bringing it up just to throw, flames out there. I'm not saying it to piss people off. Do you know what the record for the Raiders is after the bye?
This year or last year?
No. Their overall record after the bye, what their record is.
I don't know.
It is the worst of all the teams in the NFL. 3 wins and 15 losses.
Okay. Well, the thing is, though, who we got next? Giants. We need to study the tape of that new kid they put in to replace Jones. Okay. We need to watch that carefully this week and make sure we have a plan against it. Who do we play after that? The Chefs or the Queefs, whatever you want to call them. My screen is murky because my computer camera sucks. That's the answer for you guys in the chat. I ain't worried about them. They suck. Their defense is trash. We got them. Everybody's figured them out. Watching our film from last year, smoking them. We're gonna smoke them twice. I ain't worried about the Queefs. We're gonna be 8-2 or 7-2. Yeah. Then we got to play Cincinnati. Now, at the beginning of the season, I thought this is a trap game. It's no longer a trap game. These guys run the NFC North. These guys are no joke. This is a battle. So after the next 2 games, we have 4 games, and 2 of them I'm concerned about. And that's the Bengals and the Cowboys. Okay? We need to see if we can manage to pull off a win against one of these teams or both of these teams. We're already set. If we lose to both of them, we can't go defeated again. In the last 4 games, we can only afford 1 loss, and that could be either the Chargers or the Queefs.
No, it can't be the Chargers, because we'll need to beat the Chargers in order to have a shot at the AFC West. If we lose,
right, but we're not going to lose to the Queefs. We have to beat the Chargers, and that puts us at 12-5. Good to go. Everybody else is a joke. Like all these other teams, we should smoke, but we got to be a little bit careful at trap games. The Giants could be a trap game.
It is. It is. And I am gonna put on. Boy, I sound like I'm broken record. I'm gonna put on a fan. You're in my spot. Why are you in my spot?
What's going on, Captain? What's up, OG?
Okay.
Hey, what's going on, Philly?
So I put positive on because I wanted to get. Well, first off, thank you for being here. Okay.
Of course.
Second off, I wanted to get a Philadelphia person's perspective. By the way, there is a really good picture of myself and Philly Sports Guy on AP for like if you check AP Raiders Eagles pictures from the game. Philly Sports Guy and I have a really nice picture together that's on the AP website.
What is it?
If you go to the AP website for images, say Raiders, Eagles, and images for the game, there's a picture of Jamie and I.
Right. What's the website though?
AP images, AP Sports Images.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, positive Philly. I'm not going to beat you up or trash you for your team. We won, and I'm not going to sit there and dog you, man. You're a good fan.
Appreciate that. So this is my first time talking to you since the game. Before I didn't even get to really talk to you before the game. But yeah, I honestly thought that was going to be a good game. But we played absolutely hard, but we don't run the ball enough. And I thought we could actually run the ball. Like I thought this game, I'm like, this is the game where we're actually going to start running the ball. Miles Sanders is going to have a touchdown. He goes out, he gets hurt. And then, the coach, everybody's making fun of the coach now. I mean, like I can't even sit here and defend the dude anymore. It's bad. I mean, we have 3 first-round picks in this draft, and if we lose on Sunday, it's going to 4. And I've seen so many TikToks where people are predicting wins for this week, and they're like, "I got the Lions over the Eagles," and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Like people actually think that we're that bad that we could lose to the 0-7 Lions. They could get their first and only possible win against us. It's just that.
Okay, but here's the thing. The Lions have been competing full game all season. They are not winning it. They're losing by a touchdown or a field goal, whatever. And I don't want to. I'm not here to dog you. You know that. But dude, these guys are no joke. You might want to take them seriously. And look, I'm not a gloater. I don't gloat over wins or whatever. But these guys are not a joke. They are the most dangerous loser in the NFL. The most vicious dog is the underdog.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm nervous. I feel like I shouldn't be nervous, but I don't know. I didn't expect us to be as bad as we are this year. I mean, I knew that it was a rebuilding year, and but going into week 8, only having 2 wins.
It is what it is. You know where you are? Raiders 2 years ago. That's where you're at. The Raiders 2 years ago.
You guys
We
were
had
2-5
to
at
deal
this
with the
point?
same shit.
Right. But
You're where we are 2 years ago. Understand this. If you build the right way, you get to be where we are now. If you don't build the right way,
Well, see, actually, that's one of the
Hell
things
needs to
that
go.
Positive is talking about is that there's a lot of hate and discontent with was it Roseman, right?
yeah.
And that's their GM, and their GM is a sycophant to their owner. He's a yes man, and he isn't making a lot of good sports decisions for that team. Or Rosen, actually.
like 2 years ago for us,
Yeah, but 2 years ago we still had the same GM that we had now.
yeah, but he was a yes man to John Gruden.
No, actually, I keep saying this. Our team would be in a lot worse shape if he was a total yes man to he who shall not be named. Okay, he actually kept that personality somewhat in check.
A little bit, but those first few round picks that were garbage picks were picked by Gruden. The third, fourth, fifth round picks who have killed it for us were picked by Mayock.
Mm-hmm.
Now Mayock's getting the picks. The next two drafts, we're gonna kill it.
Hopefully,
No.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Now-
whoa,
Perfectly.
whoa, 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 up. If Mike Mayock is still there,
He'll be there.
Before I head out, I do have two questions for you guys. Do you think everything that was done with Gruden needed to be done? Like these things happened years ago. Why are they worrying about it now, taking action now? Like did they just find out about it? They really just found out about it?
The NFL knew back in June. They didn't share the information until week 5 with the Raiders to sabotage them. Point blank, period. Now, here's my question to you. Does a Philly cheesesteak require Cheese Whiz and provolone, or just Cheese Whiz?
I don't
I
eat
mind
friggin'
with
Philly
just-
cheesesteak with cheese whiz. They're nasty.
No, you got to have Cheese Whiz blended with provolone, correct?
No. My Philly cheesesteaks are with purely provolone, none of that nasty cheese whiz, and no friggin' onions.
Well, it's in Philly. We want to hear your input on this.
I like my cheesesteaks plain with just a lot of cheese.
What kind of cheese? Provolone or Cheese Whiz or both?
Both, I guess.
Mix. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I like the mix. I like it with
And
provolone.
what do you think? You think this interim head coach is going to be your head coach next season, or no? You think you guys are
Yes.
going to be looking into getting a new head coach?
As long as we keep killing it, yes.
I want to say
Yeah.
hello to my son, who's on screen. Not Positive Philly on the comments section.
I got you.
Yeah. Positive Philly is a good young kid, but he's not my son Willie. I want to say hello to my son Willie. Thank you for being there. Logan Paul, what's up, Doc? Good to see you as well.
Logan Paul's in the chat.
Yeah, Logan Paul's in the chat. Ed Winchell, thank you for being here. Positive Philly without a decent quarterback. Ed, I think that Hurts is not a bad quarterback. He's not a bad quarterback. He needs things around him.
Yep. Offensive line, running back. Well, he has a running back, but he got injured. If the offensive line, if the running back hadn't got injured, we might have been in a hell of a lot more trouble last week.
This is the last thing I'm going to say before I head out. Hurts isn't the problem. I feel like it's the coach who's the problem. He doesn't know how to call plays with this offense, and he needs to go for this year. And I hate to see him be one and done, but
no, like I said, they need more around him. And again, if Howie Roseman could ever figure out how to draft without being a sycophant to your owner, what's his nose? I can't remember what's your owner's name again?
Jeffrey Lurie.
Jeffrey Lurie. I was going to say Leonard Toews, but I was going back to the 80s on that one, so it was Lurie. But he needs to stop being a yes man to Lurie. But if he can be a real GM, then he'll need to show it. Hey, Positive, I appreciate you coming in, and I agree with Alan. Who the hell puts cheese whiz in a Philly steak?
Thank you, Captain.
Just ask where you get that Philly hat. Look, you got to mix the Cheese Whiz with provolone to get the right flavor on a Philly cheesesteak.
No, negative.
No, positive.
I would rather put Philadelphia cream cheese with provolone than cheesesteak.
What?
Okay.
The F? Okay, Captain. It's time for your mental evaluation.
No. Listen to me. Cheese Whiz is fake, nasty, watered down cheese. At least
Right.
Philadelphia cream cheese is cream cheese.
Yeah, but you mix that with real aged provolone, it is what you need for a cheesesteak.
Negative.
Philly, Philly, you're the final word on this. Am I right or am I right?
What?
Real aged Italian provolone with cheese with mixed
Correct.
together. Thank you. He's from Philly. He knows what he's talking about.
I'm from the area.
Philly. I'm from
the
Philly.
area.
You're from Tampa or wherever.
No. I'm from Philly, who has since moved to Tampa.
How many ancient decades ago?
When cheesesteak was real in the 70s. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Pod.
You got a sad story, Scooper.
Hey, thanks for coming in, partner. And go Flyers. They're looking good. Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute.
Thank you. They are. We can discuss them another night.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk. All right. Hey, take care, brother. All right, Daniel. We got it. We got it off. I'm not wrong. Okay. See, there you go. See, I'm not wrong. Which part, Jimmy? Wouldn't you rather have Philadelphia cream cheese than Cheese Whiz?
Whiz and real aged provolone together make that thing taste awesome.
No. I would rather have Philadelphia cream cheese because it's got body to it. It's got body. Cheese Whiz is watered down, fake, nasty cheese. It's gross.
Okay, I use the Philadelphia cream cheese with my cold smoked lox on a bagel with a few one of those capers and sliced red onion, sliced tomato. That's a breakfast. Okay. I'm not doing that with anything else.
No, I'm not. Wait a second. You misunderstand me. I'm not saying I would, but I would say I would rather. Okay, my Philly cheesesteaks are all provolone with a little bit of tomato sauce with some pepperoni, kind of like a provolone Italian. It's an Italian cheesesteak. You get provolone, mozzarella, or ricotta. Okay, a little bit of marinara with some pepperoni and the steak. Mushroom.
My cheesesteak has the steak, the onions, the peppers, the mushrooms. Cheese Whiz a little bit with a bunch of provolone, heated up together, shoved in a bun with some sliced cherry peppers. That's my cheesesteak.
Okay, Jimmy Farrell says we're out of our minds. I'm just saying, Jimmy, I would rather if I'm gonna mix cheeses, I'm not mixing Cheese Whiz. I would like to have if I'm gonna mix cheeses, I want ricotta and provolone together. That's my mix. Ricotta.
Yeah, I'll use that in lasagna, but no, that is cheesesteak.
That's what I want. Hey, Daniel, again, make sure that if you're not already watching Chronicles of the Black Hole on YouTube, please go over there because my boy Daniel is putting out some good content. He's always welcome here, and it's great seeing him.
Hey, bro, listen, I know how to go live now. We got a couple of shows to do over in Doc's channel, and then we're done. We're going to our channel.
Okay.
We need to touch on the old school stuff. I really want to bring this to the newer guys who don't know. I love being on your shows. I love being on Doc's shows.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can have my own.
There you go. And that's what having YouTube is all about, the ability to bring yourself out there to people.
Yeah, and you know what? You've been like the best bro out there. Like the Chronicles of the Black Hole has, if you're not on there, it don't count. True story.
Well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate what you do here, and that's why I enjoy doing the shows with you. That's why I enjoy having mixing what I do with different people. Our show for Chronicles of the Black Hole, the ladies for Captain and Wenches. When I do a show for the elite super fans, I'm gonna have on like Jason on.
N-FL N
Oh
space L
yeah.
all caps show is bomb as F. And these people don't realize you're bringing a whole new perspective on there by having you, by having Violator, but also having an ex NFL ref. Like, it's a whole new perspective these people are missing out on. Like, you don't go to that show, you're missing out. It's capital N space capital FL. You get a perspective on these teams and on these games, on the entire NFL that you won't get with any with any contender. If you don't go to that show, you've lost your mind. You're missing out. You're missing out big time. That is an awesome show.
And we appreciate that.
No, dude. Did I say something untrue? I'm not capping.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to be on last night because of the travel bull crap I had.
Oh, okay. It wasn't that clap thing with the Becker checkers. Oh no, you're not on shipboard anymore. Okay, so
No, nothing that a good shot can't take care of.
no, but realistically, guys, if you're missing that show, you're missing out big time. That show is awesome. And my shows, if you like old stuff, like the old school Raider stuff, come on board and learn about our history. Not a big deal. But if you're missing out on Captain Jack's show, the NFL show, N-FL in caps, dude, you're depriving yourself of real knowledge.
And what we'll do is because I can't do it quickly from here, is OG is going to post the URL for that show in the comments section.
Jack shit, somebody else. You better have a moderator post. I can't do it.
Well, I gotta do 59. What was it, 20? I got to monitor. I got to monitor.
I can't post anything while I'm on here.
No, that's why it says when you leave, because I'm gonna open it up in a minute. When you leave, he's going to post the URL for the show on YouTube.
Yeah, when I leave, I'm going to bed, but I'll do that.
Okay, well, I appreciate that too. Hey, Daniel, thanks for checking in, brother, and appreciate you checking on me that I'm doing okay. Like all the other people that were here, they were checking me to make sure that I was here.
Skipper, I love you, man. You're my bro. Why wouldn't I?
Thank you there, brother. And again, best to you, best to the wife, and stay well, get some sleep, and hopefully the gentleman. Remember when we were on the phone last, you had another person call you with some news. I hope that turned out to be good news.
I'll find out tomorrow morning, but no. You guys, subscribe to the show if you're not subscribed. If you're not subscribed to capital N capital FL, you are depriving yourself of real football knowledge. FYI, bro.
And thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
You have a good night, sir.
All right. Good night, brother. And Real Justin Ray Alinea says it as well. You take care, Han. That was OG. Good to see you there, OG. Says good night as well. If you want to be on tonight's show, and if we've been on an hour, I put the link up again. If you are watching on Facebook, I can't. The links that I push don't go to Facebook because I'm in Facebook jail. Unusual activity. It says until tomorrow, but they said that a week ago. I'm not allowed to comment. I'm not allowed to like or anything. I don't really dig what's going on with Facebook, and I'm actually thinking about. Thank you there, and this is where you need to go. N space FL. You're gonna find it's gonna be hard to find because I tried to find it on YouTube as well, and let me see if I can get it ready as well. Get to that channel. Hang on. I'm gonna try to copy it as well. This is the channel. Okay. That's the channel. Okay. That's the N space FL channel. Go to that channel. It's written right there. That's the channel where myself, Violator, and Ref Guru do shows on Wednesday night. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that last night because of travel. But make sure you go to that channel. Jesse Rodas, thank you for being on here as well. Jesse is also, if you notice, and actually, I haven't been monitoring my own YouTube channel. Oh crap! So there might be stuff that was that went out there. I'll see if there's any things that were. I don't know if there's anybody that was said anything that I had to. Okay, where we go. There you go. I'm going to show Alan's comment. A little late. Sorry about that, Alan. If you had a comment and I wasn't paying attention. And again, I also want to say thank you for, if you see Jesse Rodas's, he's a member. He's a member of the Galleon. You too can also be a member of the Galleon. By subscribing to the channel. Just subscribe to the channel. $5 is a ship's crewman. $10 a month, and this is per month. Okay, $5 a month is ship's crewman. $10 a month is a Chiefs Mess member of the Galleon. With that, you also get a patch, a Captain Jack patch, one time, and there are perks that go with it. I have not forgotten about the prize wheel. I've been out of town, and I haven't had a chance to do it. I'm working tomorrow. I'm working Saturday, which means that the stuff that's here on my computer at home, I haven't had a chance to get to. Sunday, I will definitely try to get that done. That's another reason why I need to get the day off, because I need to catch up. And we have at least one, if not two, prize wheels for people that when you contribute to the show, to the treasure chest, and there it goes. And the one crawl that was saying, if you saw the crawl about this, and I'll change it back. If you want to get 2 tickets to see the Raiders take on the Chiefs in November, the drawing is going to be November 3rd. November 3rd is going to be that drawing. For $50, you get a chance to win 2 tickets plus $1,000 to the Chiefs game when they play the Raiders in Allegiant. 2 tickets in the black hole and $1,000. And if you put Jack in your coupon code when you check out, I'll be giving you another $100 for food. But you got to put Jack in the coupon code. So we'll see about that. That drawing is going to be the 3rd of November. I just got that information from JR60 Brands, aka Joker Raider. So make sure you go over there for that. Again, if you put $5 every time you make a donation, do we think you stumbled and found our new coach? Quite possibly. I mean, I have no problem with Rich Bisaccia. He's a good coach and definitely has that team squared away. Jay, thank you for being here as well. Richie! Special team coaches really are well suited to make great head coach options. I agree. I hate saying it. Who's the coach of the Ravens? It's the better of the Harbaughs, because Jim Harbaugh sucks as a head coach. But his brother was a special teams coach, and he's been a best thing that ever happened to the Ravens. And I agree, Richie. And Richie, my real good friend of the Broncos. And again, if you want to come into the show, let me put the link up again. Again, if you are watching on Facebook, I can't push things to Facebook. It says I will be get my account back soon. That's a bunch of crap. I've had this problem for 2 weeks. Facebook, Meta, whatever you want to call it. Bull. And we've had a clean show tonight. There's OG, love him to death. Only swore 3 times. So that's only 3 times that I have to take it out. Michigan is 7-0. This is the first year that Michigan is actually doing well. And we will see at the end of the year if Michigan can actually do something that they haven't been able to do, and that's beat Ohio State. I love this comments. Okay. Michigan 7-0. Yeah, I know. Is there a team called the Ravens? Yes, there is, Alan, because Richie says, yes, there is. We beat them. The score of the football game here is 10-7. Green Bay up over Arizona. Arizona has the ball. Is starting the second half. So starting from their 15-yard line. So you're up to date there. No baseball tonight. Oh, my God. Okay. I had to block a racist. Okay, I'm gonna try. I hopefully won't lose. You see, I'm hoping. Okay, I think. Okay, hopefully. I'm trying to block a user. Okay. I had to refresh the page. There it's a and I tried to block them forever, but I tried to put them like blocked forever, but I had to just put them in timeout. Apologies. Should Yankees take Correa from the Astros? I would. Hopefully, if I can, got to open YT. Oh, okay. Got to do it in YouTube. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Call from Pittsburgh, Jared D. DiGirolamo.
Okay, Jared, wait a second, Jared. I don't have my phone up. Hang on, Jared. I gotta put my phone. I forgot to put the phone up. So you're gonna have to call back, Jared. I have it on my phone, but I didn't have my phone up for the show. So Jared, okay, stop the call. One thing, hang on. Got to open the YouTube. Okay, so hopefully, okay, hidden, remove. Hopefully, I'm trying to remove people and report them. Okay, I'm reporting them there. There we go. I'm trying to get rid of the racist. Okay. Apologies for people that saw that. Yeah. Okay, so now thank you, Richie. I was trying to do it. Okay, call in again, Jared. Hopefully my I still got the spinning circle. So 1 second, Jared. I'll tell you when my phone is working correctly. Okay, there we go. I think it's good. I think so. There we go. Yeah, Jared, go ahead and call back. There we go.
Call from Pittsburgh, Jared D. DiGirolamo.
Come on now. Where's the phone? It's still not showing up. Jared, you're using the right number, right? Okay, Jared, for some reason it's not ringing. Try it again. Try the 699-813-699-0834. Try that. For some reason it wasn't showing up. So hopefully it'll show up. Yeah. Go ahead and try it again, Jared. Sorry. Anyway, okay, yeah. Try it again, Jared. We're gonna hear. There we go.
Call from Pittsburgh.
There we go.
Pittsburgh, Jared D. DiGirolamo.
To accept, press 1.
All right. See, this way we can hear. Jared, I got you now. What's going on, brother?
How you doing, Cap? What's going on?
Good. What's words tonight?
Well, I just finished watching the season finale of Dark Side of the Ring season 3 finale. Let's just say very, very interesting, to say the least.
Okay.
But we have a lot to talk about tonight. Of course, one of the stories tonight, of course, going on in baseball, of course, Bob Melvin was named today officially the new manager of the San Diego Padres. And, of course, the big story that has happened within the last, I'd say about 20 minutes or so, is what has happened down there in Sunrise, Florida. Joe Quenneville has resigned as the Florida Panthers coach in the wake of the Chicago Blackhawks case. That is becoming a big, big story here in the last week or so. And now tonight, however, we can definitely say how that story has definitely opened up another, let's just say, can of worms, so to speak.
Okay, so I'm not familiar with that. What's going on with the Chicago Blackhawks?
Well, the story goes, however, that back in 2010, however, Joe Quenneville, of course, revealed he had knowledge of the allegations when he was coach of the Blackhawks during that season. According to reports, former Blackhawks player Kyle Beach on Wednesday came forward as, quote, the John Doe who filed a lawsuit against the team for mishandling his sexual assault allegations. The suit led the Blackhawks to commission an investigation by the law firm Jenner and Block, which looked into the allegations that former coach Brad Ulrich assaulted and harassed Beach during the team's Stanley Cup run in 2010. The investigation, in which the results were released Tuesday, revealed that Quenneville was aware of the situation and took part in at least one meeting regarding the allegations during the postseason. Quenneville had previously said he had learned of the allegations in the summer this year through the media. According to recollections from Blackhawks general manager Stan Bowman in the investigation report, who resigned, however, Quenneville, after learning of the Ulrich allegations, shook his head and said it was hard for the team to get where they were, the players, and they could not deal with this issue now. Bowman on Tuesday resigned after the investigation was made public, and the team was fined $2 million. Quenneville met with Commissioner Gary Bennett for about 2 hours in New York earlier today, while accompanied by Team President Matt Caldwell and GM Bill Zito. And as a result, however, he, of course, resigned tonight.
Okay, well, and by the way, Jared, I'm putting Richie on screen. Richie, this is Jared. He is a constant caller out of Pittsburgh, and a great guy. And I always get my Pittsburgh report from Jared. Jared, I got Richie Richey on the screen with you as well. How you doing there, Richie? And Richie, Jared, nice to meet you guys, or whatever.
How you guys doing?
Nice to meet you there, my man. How you doing? And I see our good friend Jimmy Farrell is wondering how I'm doing. How are you? Yes, my boys took one on the chin. How are your boys, Cap? Got a little retribution on my boys the other night, however. So turnabout's fair play. We got you the first night. You guys beat us the other night. So I can honestly say we still don't have Crosby back in the lineup. You're right, Jimmy Farrell. We got to have him back soon, hopefully. But it's early in the year. But, hey, it is what it is. But we got a good Thursday night game tonight, however, between two good teams. However, of course, one team, of course, not playing with J.J. Watt. The other team, of course, without a couple of starters. And then, of course, this week we got my boys, however, going up to Cleveland, which I think they're going to catch the Brownies at the right time. I think the Brownies are going to be in for a little bit of a surprise. I'm not saying we're going to make it easy, however, but hopefully we can go into Cleveland and take care of business on Sunday, however, even though it's Halloween. But hopefully we can make some loud noise there in Cleveland on Sunday.
Well, actually, I didn't get a chance to see all of the game, but I saw where the Denver actually played well against the Browns. From what I saw, the one Thursday, no, that you didn't. Okay, I take it back. I guess I was only looking at. I was eating Mexican food at the time. Maybe the spices were affecting my eyes. So again, I take it back. It was close though, wasn't it?
Yeah, the defense
It
did.
was. I mean, Denver kept it close, however. I mean, they were up 10-0, and the Browns came back. But again, the Browns have a lot of injuries going into this week. I mean, but the thing is, Baker said today, however, he is going to give it a try this Sunday. And like I said, I don't know, if you're Kevin Stefanski, do you really want to risk playing Baker this week, however, against your big rival in Pittsburgh?
I wouldn't.
TJ one, that Steelers defense is going to be hungry, however, and they're ready to clamp down on Baker. So I don't know. If I'm the Browns right now, I'm just shaking my head right now wondering, is this worth the risk on Sunday? Is it really worth my season?
I wouldn't, Richie. What do you think about that? Would you put Baker Mayfield out before his time to get crunched by a mad Pittsburgh defense?
It's a coin flip, because the thing is that Baker probably gives you the best chance to win against a better defense. So I would say it's probably a risk worth taking, because I think your backup quarterback is good enough and showed he was good enough against Denver to do what he needs to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean,
with the deadline coming up on Tuesday, however, I mean, this could be very well the last game we see of Odell Beckham, however, as a Brown. But the big story, obviously, has been also too about the whole Tua Watson deal. I don't know if we're going to get this deal done by Tuesday or not, but there's going to be some wheeling and dealing between now and Tuesday. We don't know which team or teams are going to play. Let's make a deal, but we know there's going to be some players out there shocking to new homes come Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, Tuesday. I'm gonna have my Captain and Wentz show. If anything shakes, be sure to call in then there as well, Jared.
I will, and it's also gonna be a special day too. My dad's birthday's on Tuesday, believe it or not. Very good thing.
Well, I don't know if you were here earlier, but we had actually three versions. We had a Spanish version, and an English version, and then a blues version of for birthday greetings for Jimmy Farrell's girlfriend Fran. So you might.
Oh, happy birthday, Jimmy, to your girlfriend, Fran.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to Jimmy in a while. Jimmy, I hope you're doing well, my friend. I know you've been talking about coming to Pittsburgh soon, so definitely we're looking for. I'm hoping to hear from you very soon in the Berg as we speak. And like I said, I see the messages right. My girlfriend is looking at his house. Jimmy, when you come to Pittsburgh, hopefully we'll hook up, my friend. I'm looking forward to seeing you come to my fair town.
Yeah.
You're welcome in my hometown.
Yeah, I see. This way we can go to a Phillies Pirates game.
Definitely, yes.
And Rich, you're invited too. I don't know if you're a baseball guy. I want to go up to where Richie is for a hockey game.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are crazy up in Canada. That's kind of our sport, right?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of your sport. Hey, Jared, thanks for calling in, partner. We'll appreciate the news, man.
No problem. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, there you go. That's the Pittsburgh Report with Jared. We got Richie Riche back on the show. Richie, what's up? What's good with you, brother?
Well, it's been a rough 4 weeks, but aside from that, things are all right.
Hey, the fact that I'm living and breathing, I will take the couple weeks where the Raiders just look like lethargic, and go for the I like the way they look now, because it looked like that, and I've said this, the whole cast of doom and gloom has been ridden out of the locker room. Okay, like the evil spell from like a bad witch, and somebody bit the apple and whatever, and Prince Charming kissed the Raiders and everything's good to go. Whatever analogy you want to use, it's been better. And again, no hate on the Broncos, but again, I actually saw what appeared to be a close game when I was eating Mexican food. Maybe the food was affecting my vision.
Well, the defense was kind of run up and down the field by the Browns for the first half, give or take. We made a few key stops in order to keep the game looking close in terms of just score wise. Although the Browns also made a few mistakes, like they were kind of beating themselves in some respects, so that the score could have actually been a lot worse if with some of the plays that were there. The Broncos started playing a little bit better in the mid part of the third. And then we made a bit of a push to try and come back, but it was a little bit too late in terms of some of the offensive changes we made, which is pretty typical of Pat Shurmur.
And again, I know that you are calling for Shurmur's head.
I just think he's already shown us, well, first off, his NFL career, which has been long. I won't say storied, but long.
I like how you put that.
Yeah, I won't say storied, but long. He's averaged about 26th as an average offensive ranking since he's been in the NFL. So he's had a couple outlier seasons where he's been in the top 10, but aside from that, he's been bottom quarter of the league the majority of his career. So I never liked the hire to begin with. I would have preferred that we kept with Rick Scangarello, who was the younger coach that was from the Shanahan tree, the Kyle Shanahan tree, but ran that same style.
Stop swearing on my show. That's a swear word on my show.
Well, we'll just call him Scangarello. How's that? We'll forget
the tree. Forget the tree.
Yeah.
There you go.
But no, but he was a good coach, and I thought he got a little too cute with some of his plays where he kind of like overcomplicated things, and he could have simplified a few things that would have made things appear better for him. But he was also dealing with a rookie quarterback. But what was clear is that when he was calling plays with Drew Lock, he was the better OC for Drew Lock as a young quarterback. And I actually think even with Teddy Bridgewater, his scheme would have worked out really well because it's got that kind of zone read, and it was better suited to our offensive players. So I think we could have done a lot better if we stuck with him.
Okay, and where is he at now?
Last I checked, he's back with the Niners.
Okay. Oh, so he went back to that person who shall remain nameless.
His son.
Yeah, but still, it's still the same name.
Sure. Yes.
Actually, I have no ill will to he who shall not be named. Can't stand his father. And by the way, Al Davis owes him some money, but he's not going to get it. And actually, no, I take it back. Al Davis told him, the only team you can't go to is Denver. He said it to him. Said, the only team you can't go to is Denver. And so what did he do? He went to Denver. So he voided the verbal of what Al told him not to do. So that's why he didn't get his money. So so Al did kind of owe money, but he did what he wasn't supposed to do. So that's why he didn't get paid. And to this day, he ain't paid.
He did well for himself at the end of the day. So, it is what it is, right? But
right.
It just, when you look at the way that the Broncos offense is right now, it just seems that we're a complete mismatch. Right.
Yeah.
When you look at the Raiders offense, there's a flow to it that you see on the field from time to time. where you kind of get into an ebb and a flow where things are ticking along, and the Broncos don't really have that. Like
Well, now,
we're choppy.
right now, here's the thing, though, and obviously, yeah, you need a new coordinator, and I think that will help. But is Drew Lock a lost cause?
So my hot take is going to be he'll be either traded before the deadline or he'll be traded in the offseason. And I actually think he's going to go to another team as a starter at some point. Probably start as a backup, but then likely start and show that in the right system with the right coaches, with the right tweaking, in terms of fitting the offense to him. And as long as he goes to a team that is willing to do things like that, run the zone read stuff, run that style of offense, I think he'll show to be a more than serviceable starter in the NFL.
Yeah,
He
I
may
mean,
not
I
he
agree.
may not be top 10, he may not be top 15, but he'll be in that kind of that middle
Yeah,
kind of lower middle section, I think, of the NFL.
16 to 22.
Yeah, in that range.
Yeah, and again, this was hate. I'm going to say it. This was hate. When you guys drafted him, I was like, I didn't like him at Missouri, and he's going to suck. Okay, but it was because the Broncos drafted him. Okay, now if somebody like say the Falcons would have drafted him, I said, oh, he'll be okay. He's an SEC quarterback. But because the Broncos drafted him, oh, he's going to suck because he sucked at Missouri. He didn't suck at Missouri, but he wasn't the greatest either. But I firmly believe, and I'm being honest, it was hate. So I think that if you get the right guys around him, he'll be good. And you got Farrat as your third, right?
No, we have Rippon.
Rippon. Okay, I knew it was an old Redskin name.
No, I actually like Rippon.
Yeah.
I really like Rippon. If you're to put my feet to the fire and say, what would you rather do? I would say keep Rippon, trade Lock, given the fact that the front office has clearly already given up on Drew.
Yeah.
Because I actually believe Brett and Teddy Bridgewater are more similar quarterbacks. They're both cerebral type guys. They're both capable of reading a defense, which is important to make the adjustments at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. And I wanted you guys to keep Driscoll. And the reason why I say that was because I went to school with Driscoll's dad.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And Driscoll played for Florida, and his father and me went to elementary school and high school together. He would I'm not sure if he would remember me, but I remember him. We were both base brats. And when I say brats, we were service brats together. Okay. So his father and me were service brats together. And this way I could have said, oh, Jerry, hey, buddy, I need some tickets for the Raiders Broncos game, But because he's not, I think he's with the Niners again, because I think he went back. I'm not sure.
He started a game this year already, and I can't remember which team it was.
Yeah, but he's bounced around the league. But you know what? Hey, at least he's playing in the NFL.
Look, when you can make it to that level, you're at that level. And if you can stay at that level, then you're clearly doing something right, even if you're not a starter.
Right.
You look at like Ryan Fitzpatrick now, right? Like he laughs it off as a journeyman, but hey, he's making millions of dollars a year. So I'm sure he doesn't see that as a problem.
Yeah. I mean, you twist my arm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I won't be a quarterback in the NFL, but let me not even be a player in the NFL. Let me be a commentator for somebody. Okay. Preferably my team, but let me be a sports commentator for somebody, and I'll be more than happy to do it. Okay.
Well, I threw my name in the hat for inside linebacker for the Broncos.
But you got size.
Yeah, I'm 6'2", 240.
Right. And you're young.
Yes.
Okay. I'm 56 and a half. I have a bad ticker. I have bad knees. What else I got? Let me see. I got diabetes, bad knees, bad heart, bad back, 56, and I run the 40 in with a calendar. Okay, that's my 40 speed. So I ain't playing ball for. And again, I once had, and I tell people this, I once was going to walk on at the University of Florida, and I was walking up fraternity row, and walking down fraternity row was Wilbur Marshall, who played for Florida, played for the Bears for during their iconic years. And I looked at him and I saw how huge he was, and I said, you know what? I'll stick with my ROTC scholarship and not get broken in half.
Right.
So those were my aspirations.
So
And
I'm actually seeing some comments here, and I think it's really important to kind of respond to a couple of them.
Sure.
I think it's really important for a player to go to a team that fits the player's skill sets.
Right.
And so I just think that there's so many quarterbacks in this league that probably could have done okay if they went to a team that leveraged their strengths, did their best to hide their weaknesses, but then worked on developing their weaknesses to actually kind of wean them off of that kind of behavior or kind of that kind of play on the field. And I think you need to look no further even than just like Derek Carr, for example, with the Raiders. Is he had a few years there where he was really struggling, and if you look at the offensive scheme that he was put in and some of the players that were around him, that contributed to his level of play. I've always said that I think Derek Carr is a mid to upper tier quarterback in the league with the right scheme and the right players around him. He is certainly sharp enough to be. So, I don't think that was fair for Derek Carr to be pegged as a guy on the downhill slope when you eventually saw him with better people around him. All of a sudden look what he's doing this year.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Right.
he's having a year this year. Oh, actually, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to jinx it. He's having a good year this year.
He is. He's having a very good year this year. And,
Yeah.
as a Broncos fan, you cringe when you see a rival like the Raiders having such a good year like that. But, you have to be a fool not to look how well he's playing and how well the team is playing and saying, it was only a few years ago where Carr was not playing at the same level he is now. So then the question is, what's changed? Well, if anything, he's gotten older, quote unquote. So you'd think he's probably gone downhill more. Well, no. You need better people around you. You need better scheme around you. And then all of a sudden you end up with what you're having now.
And Mike Sarah, who is also from Missouri, and I said that correctly, Missouri. Okay. It's not Missouri, it's Missouri. He lives in Missouri. And he says he's seen him at Mizzou. He's not good. If he was good, he would be starting. I kind of agree, like I said. But like I said, let me see. Jim Plunkett in New England, no bueno. Went to San Francisco, couldn't break anything. Goes to the Raiders when Dan Pastorini breaks his leg, and the rest is history. So it's a matter of opportunity, being in the right system at the right time with the right people.
There's all sorts of examples of quarterbacks that have struggled at first and have been in the wrong situation and have gone elsewhere. I would look at Tannehill as a reasonably recent example of something like that, where everyone under the sun was labeling him a complete bust. And sure, he's not a top 10 quarterback in the league, but he's certainly not what everyone was saying he was. Look at the system he's running. And yes, I understand it's not a full kind of pass happy offense like they were trying to force him into, but you don't need every quarterback to be like that. You don't need the Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers types on every team for every offense to work. You can run a run heavy, but again, your team has to commit to that. And that's what the Titans have done. And you look at some other teams around the league that have done something similar.
Okay, I got to ask your takes, because again, I usually think about the Broncos when we're playing them, or when I know that they're playing somebody that we need them to beat. So, like for example, Cleveland, and it's like, who do you root for in that one? Well, you root for an atomic bomb, for take out both teams. Just kidding, but. Who do the Broncos have upcoming that you think would actually be some teams that you can actually? And again, no hate, but as a avid and loyal fan who is unbiased, who do you see being winnable games for you guys upcoming?
Eagles.
Yeah, I agree there. I think you guys can beat the Eagles.
I think we'll split with the Chiefs this year.
I can see that as well because the Chiefs are just horrible.
Yeah, I think we'll split with the Chiefs this year. My problem is that technically speaking, I think we should beat Washington this week. But I've seen no offensive changes at all. If anything, I think they've gotten worse. So I think we should be beating the Washington football team this week, but I'm just not convinced that we're going to be able to.
Is that in DC or is that in Denver?
I actually have to double check. I haven't see. I'm not a Denver native, right? So for me, every game's an away game. So
yes, sir. I get you.
Yeah. So it's like I'm watching on TV regardless. So it's like, and then I find out closer to the game. It's like, oh, cool, it's a mile high. Awesome. Or sorry, Empower Field.
Whatever,
whatever.
Because let me see, it was see your name has gotten your stadium's gotten rebranded a couple different times too.
Correct. I think we have a possibility of beating the Lions. The problem is that the Lions are very much like their head coach, and they're quite fiery. And I think that they have a legitimate shot of beating the Broncos this year, just because of how, I mean, they played teams really close, and there have been a bunch. I think everyone keeps slandering them, and I'm just like, guys, I don't think you're watching the games. Like, you're just looking at their record, and you're claiming that they are something that I don't think. If you actually watch them play, they are a tough football team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't be winless. And that's why I look at the Cardinals and I said the Cardinals should have been beaten by somebody, so the record is not real indicative. And again, right now the Packers are winning 17-14, but it's anybody's game. But and the Cardinals are decent, but they're not undefeated decent.
No, they're not undefeated decent, but they're maybe a 2-3 loss team at best, though.
Yeah.
Like they are that good. So I know, you hate to give credit there, but they're a dangerous team.
Do you see the Cardinals being in the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, against the fake Pirates?
I'm up in the air on who's going to go against them.
Yeah, because again, I will say this. This is a combination of hate and aspirations. I don't think the fake Pirates go to the NFC Championship game this year. I think that they're going to run into somebody, either Green Bay, who should have beat them the last couple, because Green Bay just can't win an NFC Championship game, but they always seem to get there. I can see the Cardinals being there. And but there's another team. There's somebody else in the NFC that is
the Cowboys are really good this year.
Yeah, the Cowboys. Yeah. But I think the Cowboys will probably be one and done in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, the thing with the Packers is they have such a the Packers have such a seasoned quarterback that people want to play for him just because they know that whenever he's there, they have a chance. Like it's you can see them even playing this game. They have no wide receivers. Like the two main wideouts are gone, and they're still humming along, going at figuring stuff out, right? And that's because they have such a competent quarterback. So you can't rule them out. Cardinals, Cowboys are kind of the ones that I'm kind of thinking of from the NFC that are going to be the dangerous ones.
Can you see Aaron Rodgers going to Denver next year?
Not a hope.
Why?
I think he'd be the type of player that a new owner and our team would probably want, because he would be a foundational block, and if he's treated appropriately, he seems like he's actually be the type of person that if you actually worked with him, he would probably work with you, because he realizes he's probably only got another 5 or 6 years on his career. And so I think with the right person and the right owners, they could work with him, and he would probably, if he was brought into the loop, in a couple of years, he would probably basically mentor a future replacement if he was brought in and looped into the circumstance the right way. because I think that's what really pissed him off with Jordan Love. And I think that he saw what happened with Brett Favre and him, and he basically, from what I can tell, basically probably said that's never happening. And then he saw it happen with Jordan Love and said, fisticuffs, right?
Right.
So I think if you have a new owner who is willing to treat him at the level that he deserves to be treated at, I guess it's possible. But the problem is that why would you want to come to the Denver Broncos when our offensive line has struggled to block for the quarterbacks here? So we would have to have a major commitment to the offensive line to keep him upright. I mean, he's not a spring chicken anymore, so he can't take major hits like that.
Right. And that's why I'm thinking, because people say he's going to go to the Raiders next year. I'm like, no, not the way Carr's playing. Not the way Carr's playing. And why would you give up, Derek Carr when he's younger and he has more upside and he's playing well within his means to throw in a whole new system?
Interrupt there just a little bit. I don't necessarily think Carr has more upside, because I think Carr does not have the same ceiling that Aaron Rodgers does, and I do not mean that as any offense. I
get what you're saying.
No, I do agree with you that Carr would have more longevity with the Raiders, and that I can completely. I'm on board with you there. So then the question is, short-term gain for longer-term pain. Is that a recipe that you'd be interested in? Maybe not. And then the other thing that you probably would be able to do if you went that direction, I'm not saying you would, but if you went that direction, is Carr would be a much more valuable trade piece to Green Bay. So you would probably have to give up less to get Aaron Rodgers out of Green Bay.
Well, but Rodgers says he's not playing for Green Bay next year, so Rodgers is going to do the same thing he did this past year. And I think when he signed the contract this year, it was, okay, I'm going to do one more year, but this is it. This is it. F you. I'm not coming next year, no matter what happens.
He has the ability to choose where he goes because he inserted a no trade clause, which I believe would allow him to pick where he goes.
Mm-hmm.
He also signed the deal that would allow it to basically end at the end of this year. But
Right.
I do believe that Green Bay controls the contract into the next year, which basically means that Green Bay has the ability to obtain, capital, whether it be draft capital or players and draft capital for him. I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate.
No, and you've always been good on your stuff before, so I'm not doubting it.
Yeah, but you are right. It's basically written in such a way where, this is it, right? This is like the Tom Brady contract year that he had with New England, right? Where it was, I'm gone. But I could see Aaron Rodgers wanting maybe to go to the Raiders, given the fact that your offensive line has shown to be far more serviceable than ours, and the scheme fits your offensive line better this year than ours. Obviously, Rodgers would want to bring some stuff with him, but if the Denver Broncos put more resources into our offensive line, I do think that he has a draw to potentially come to Denver because his fiance is local. She's from Boulder, Colorado, if I'm not mistaken, but she is from Colorado. So there's certainly a family tie with her in terms of Colorado, Denver, so on and so forth.
And actually, his girls or his plus ones have gone down because he had Olivia Munn, who is, oh my God, gorgeous, to Danica Patrick, who's definitely hot, to Shailene Woodley, who's not bad looking, but when you go on the scale from Olivia Munn to Danica Patrick to Shailene Woodley, you get what I'm saying. I mean,
but that's girlfriend to wife, right? Like that's the difference. Like those are going to be the serial women that are going to be in and out of relationships and divorced. And now he's moving. He's probably moving to someone who probably meshes more with I want to have a family.
True.
And so I think that's probably where he's at, right? He's found someone that kind of shares a lot of the same things he does, and she has she comes with her own kind of wealth or what have you to the relationship. So I think she fits. But I mean, I know exactly what you're saying. Yes, you're.
Uganda. I mean, it's normally, and by the way, June, is it June or June? Jamaican. Not thank you for coming in. We'll see how long. Well, I'm not going to say anything. We'll see how long June stays. Nice to see you on here, there, Miss June. I was going to say I agree. There's scary girlfriend material, and you've always seen the what is it, the girl, the hot level to crazy level. You've seen that video, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because a perfect, the hotness to the craziness. You have your and yeah, that was Olivia Munn. And Danica doesn't remind me of somebody that's too crazy. Shanine is pretty, yeah. Like I said, pretty level-headed. And I did not know that she has ties to Colorado. So that's the reason why I asked, is that would be something that maybe, hey, why don't we go to Colorado and you can play for the Broncos?
I think it's possible, but again, Rodgers he is very cerebral. I don't know if you've ever heard him in a bunch of interviews, but he is certainly he's sharp as a tack.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a bit of a historian when it comes
up.
to very much like Peyton Manning. Like, if you're
we lost you for a second. You were in garble mode. I apologize, but I thought I lost you. But
no, I'm here. So Rodgers and Manning are very similar in terms of their NFL history and the way that they regurgitate, the back history of the league. And so he's very well versed in that sort of thing. And I think Rodgers has seen guys like Brady and Manning, what they have done in the back end of their careers, going to their second teams and seeing what they needed in order to win. And I think that what you're probably going to see is the possibility actually of Rodgers maybe looking at a place like Indianapolis as a potential location where he might land. I don't think that the Giants are in a position where that would intrigue him as much, because I think that they're too far out for someone like him who's wanting to win a couple more championships to put himself in that greatest of all time conversation. So I think that Rodgers is going to be wanting to either go to a team that's willing to dump resources into building a team that suits his style of play on the offense, or he's going to be looking for a team that's closer to being ready-made, in air quotes, obviously, that would allow him to go out and just start ticking off boxes. One spot that might be very intriguing for Rodgers, because it would be something that I could totally see him pulling, is Ben Roethlisberger retiring and Rodgers going to Pittsburgh, because that to me is an intriguing fit, because he would respect the Steelers and their long storied history. So I could totally see something like that happening.
And Jimmy Farrell, I put it up as well. Jimmy Farrell had the same inkling that you did.
Right.
And by the way, Jimmy Farrell was the gentleman whose girlfriend that we said happy birthday to. Is there a Canadian version of Happy Birthday with the Happy Birthday Fran?
No, we do French.
Okay, good. Can I hear a French?
Bonne fête à toi, bonne fête à toi, bonne fête à... I don't know her name.
Fran.
So that's the intro part to the French part.
There you go. See, Fran got it in Spanish and French, English, and in what do you call it? In jazz. I'm going to take this call. Hang on a second there. I don't want to lose him. Hang on a second there. I got Steve calling in there.
Houston, Steve.
Okay, Steve, I got you on. Don't go nowhere, brother. I'm just saying goodbye to my boy, Richie, and you will be the last call of the evening, partner. Richie, thank you for coming in, man. It's always a pleasure.
I appreciate coming on here, and you guys have good luck on Sunday, and here's hoping we win too.
I can honestly say the Raiders will not lose Sunday.
Who are you guys playing?
We don't.
Well, then you're just getting healthy, so that's something you guys need. So
we're just getting, and that is important. We're just getting healthy, and that is true.
Good luck.
And beat whoever.
Washington.
I think you will.
Yeah.
I think you will.
Appreciate it. Have a
All
good
right,
evening.
Rich. Hey, thanks again, partner. Always good seeing you, bro. That's Richie Riche. Hey, Steve, you are on. Are you here?
Yes, sir. I'm listening. I'm just going to say, did you see the interview when they interviewed Davis and everything about what happened with the firing and the game situation and all these other things? I thought about it. I really listened to what he had to say. Saying about everybody has their demons. And anyway, I think what it is, Captain, is I think, in my opinion, in my show, Mark resembles so much more his mother than his father's side because he's more reserved and he lets the football people do their job and everything like that. And I think, as far as decreasing the value of the team and the stadium and everything he's done, he's made a lot of good business decisions, and that's what we need right now. I mean, is he like his father? No, I think he's quite different than his father, but as far as what he's done for the Raiders organization, the Raiders brand, I think look how much more our franchise is worth with where we're at right now. What do you think about that, Captain?
Well, I definitely agree. He's not a now. I don't know enough about Carol to, and again, I'm not throwing out the first names like I know them personally. Although I have met Mrs. Davis when I was, doing the event for the Stabler after party during the Hall of Fame. So again, I'm not just throwing out. Yeah, Carol and I exchange Christmas cards. We don't, and so I don't want you to think I have a closeness to her. But I don't know enough about Mrs. Davis to venture a point there. But I do know that he does have he has the smarts because I think he uses I got a bad haircut and I go to Hooters and PF Chang's to his advantage. He's a smart dumb guy, and he likes to have people think that he's not really attuned to what's going on, and I think he's smarter than he looks. But he definitely doesn't have the Al Davis killer instinct, but he's not stupid. I mean, he has made the franchise more valuable, and he's played well with the NFL to a point, but now he sees all the things that his dad used to say about how the NFL is out to screw the Raiders, and it's true. And the point is that he's getting sick of it. And the John Gruden said in an interview a little while ago that the truth will come out. Mark Davis said he wanted the full transcripts for the Washington football team, and everybody in the NFL has said we want the full transcripts. It's going to come out. Maybe. I say maybe because there's going to need to be more pressure. But there are people, it's like the 40 representatives that have filed petition against the Washington football team that wants those records to come out because they don't want to have John Gruden as the scapegoat. They want to go after Dan Snyder. They want to go after Bruce Allen. They want to go after that portion. And that's what they want. So they want those transcripts to come out. So we'll see what happens with that. And again, I want to welcome June Jamaican into the show because she was kind enough to wave to hello to everybody and a wonderful picture that she had. So again, we'll see what comes out. Now, any final thoughts, Steve, of what you see for the Raiders going up against the Giants in basically a little over a week?
I think that, Captain, that we ought to, the way I look at it, is we ought to just put the pedal to the metal like it's 0-0. Don't take anything for granted. Go out and play full out. I wanted to get your opinion. Actually, it's a two-part thing. Waller and Jacobs, how serious are their injuries? If you could give us an update. And my last question on the way out, Captain, is what do you think about the Astros' chances of winning the World Series? The team that everybody hates, but you got to give them kudos because you got to love what Dusty Baker's doing. I sure as heck want to see him win a World Series ring.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you being here, Steve. I'll take your questions on the way out, both, but I appreciate you calling in.
Hope you're doing well, Captain. Permission to go ashore and go Raiders. And I can't tell you how excited I am about the condition of the team. They're playing full out. The way the harness has been taken off, the blinders have been taken off the horse, and the horse is gonna just take it as far as we possibly can and Have a great night and take care, buddy.
All right. Thanks again,
Bye-bye.
Steve. Good hearing from you. And that was Houston Raiders Steve. I'm going to answer his two questions. I haven't heard anything about. In fact, it was surprising that I didn't even know that Waller was out when I went to the game until somebody said, "Yeah, Waller's out." I saw a lot of Moreau. I said, "Well, I guess Waller's out." Waller's injury. There we go. Hello, Marillis. Thank you for being here. My wonderful nurse from Pennsylvania. Thank you for showing up. Good to see you. It's great to see Miss Mir. Thanks for coming in. I haven't heard anything about injuries. I know that Waller, it was definitely the bye week came at a good time because I think that they need some more rest. I think it was like an ankle. It was ankle foot for Waller. So he definitely will. This came at a right time. Jacobs, I saw Jacobs leaving right before the half because my seats are right next to the tunnel. And when the Raiders got that turnover, they had people that were going into the locker room to try to get Jacobs out. And I noticed Jacobs didn't return, and Drake was there. So I was like, whoa. So I don't know more about that, but I would envision, and again, not that I have any medical stuff. Oh, see, there you go. See, Marillis, who is my nurse. See, yep, it was an ankle. See, that's why we have medical professionals on the show. We have medical professionals on the show. There you see more medical knowledge. Sprained ankle. Jacobs was questionable with a chest injury, and I saw him leave. Marillis, have you seen anything about them not being available for New York? I think that they would be available for New York. Again, Marillis is a nurse, and she is a avid Raiders fan, and she keeps up on things, and thank you. So I think that they should be back for New York. Getting to that's just my opinion. We'll see if Mir has anything else. Getting back to the World Series, I mean, honestly, this is. I would much rather see the Astros win. Let's see, and China knows about it as well. Yep, ankle injury. Jacobs was questionable, so I think that they should be back. Mike Sarah said chest contusions, and Mir said they should both possibly be back for New York. Okay, good. Thank you, ladies. China and Marillis and Mike Sarah, who's not a lady, who's in misery, stated correctly. So thank you all for those updates. I don't foresee any reason why they wouldn't play against New York. Getting to baseball, now that the stink, and I do say stink, of being an Astro has pretty much been taken away for the majority of their team. The cheaters have gone. The cheaters are gone for the most part. Correa's still there, and Altuve's still there, and Verlander's still there. But the rest of them, all of the cheaters, plural, have been removed. Dusty Baker's a great manager. I would love to see Dusty Baker get a ring. And I definitely would like to see the Astros win against the Braves because I can't stand the Braves. I'm a Phillies fan. So it's my hope to see Dusty Baker with a World Series ring for Dusty. Okay? Altuve's a cheater too. But I don't think he has any buzzers in his shirt like he wouldn't allow people to take, I think it was Altuve that didn't want to get stripped. But I think it's there. I think the Astros can win, Steve, and we'll see. Folks, we're at the 2-hour mark. I want to thank everybody who came in tonight. Mir, thank you for coming in to show your medical knowledge. China, thank you for coming in as well. Jimmy Farrell, and again, happy birthday to Fran. And Jimmy will obviously get together with Jared when they get into Pittsburgh. Jimmy, we'll go to a baseball game. It's not a Yankees game, but the Yankees don't ever come to Pittsburgh. So unless you can find me Yankee tickets, and we'll go from there. But I can't wait to go and see everybody. I think I will be in New York. I hope to be in New York, and I hope to actually go to a game without having to wait 3 days to go home. Yeah, there you go. See, China knows. Mike Fires is with the Oakland A's, hiding from my Astros. See, China's also an Astros fan. And it would be nice to see Dusty get a ring. And Mir, thank you. I will definitely see you in New York. Hopefully will. Mir was so wonderful. She was kind enough to pick me up at my airport the last time. Or not the airport. Pick me up from my hotel the last time and take me around to a couple different places I needed to go. And I really appreciated that. And it's like I have really wonderful people that I can count on, and Mir is one of them. And I know that Anna Breen was so wonderful that she picked me up the first game out there from the airport, took me to my hotel, and I appreciate everybody that I call friends and wonderful folks of Raider Nation, and I appreciate that. So I thank you all, and I thank all you that are here that watch the show. I really do. And again, I'm taking Sunday off because I can, and because I need to work on things, and so no show Sunday. But we will be back. We will be back Tuesday for Captain and Wenches. Wednesday, please go to, and I had it up. Was it here? No, I took it off already. It's in the chat section in YouTube somewhere. The NFL Network, N-FL Network. It's on Wednesday nights. I will be on the show Wednesday. Thursday, we will have, again, You Don't Know Jack About Sports, which is why I abbreviated this time, to make it easier. And so again, and then Friday, 24 to possibly 21. Arizona just scored with a little under 11 minutes to go. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the Arizona Packers game. And China says that Danny and them were on their honeymoon. Well, again, so your honeymoon's coming up, or anniversary, right? And Real Justin Ray says respect to you. And again, Mir, thank you for showing up. And again, thank you everyone to show up tonight. We will be back next time, be Tuesday night. So we will see you then. Thanks again. I've got to put this show, wrap it up. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.